Let's learn auto layout for resumes in Figma today with a Canva comparison, so stay tuned. A lot of you ask me, how do you actually format a Figma resume? Honestly, it works like magic, almost automatically. We're inside my resume template in Figma. Of course, you can also use a different document from the community or create your own resume. You'll find my free template in the comments. First, we duplicate the resume. Copy and paste so we don't break anything. If you hover over the document with your mouse without clicking, you'll see blue boxes and containers. This highlights the invisible grid in the background, and that's the magic of auto layout. It acts like a framework that makes sure nothing shifts around if something gets longer, shorter, if you add new content, and so on. No chaos. Maybe you remember Word back in the days. Whenever you added something, the whole document was broken and it took forever to fix it. That won't happen here. This saves you so much time. You can customize and adjust things for every single role and optimize a resume without breaking anything. Auto layout takes care of formatting. Now, let's take a closer look at Canva. Here, we are inside a random resume template in Canva, and you can immediately see that it's a typical one-pager, very similar to Word. You can now hover over the documents. There are groups and connected boxes, but they don't move automatically. That's a problem because it means if you add something, especially work experience, or shorten content like in this example, the rest doesn't adapt. You end up with gaps, overlapping elements, and that costs you a lot of time. As you can see, it's pretty messy. A second page doesn't help you either because you want to avoid multiple pages, everything at a glance for the recruiter. Long story short, as shown in this example, changing things in Canva can quickly turn into time-consuming chaos. Auto layout in Figma is here to help. Let's dive deeper. On the right side here in the menu, you will find the auto layout section. I've already pre-selected everything for you. In my template, there's no need to do anything. All spacing is already optimized for readability. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend changing anything if you're not a pro. Leave it as it is. It's also mostly locked, that means it's hard to mess anything up. You can see how everything is connected. There are larger containers and it works in every direction, vertically and horizontally, like a fixed framework you can move within. On the left-hand menu, you can see how everything is linked together and structured in layers. Within these boxes, spacing can sometimes differ, and that's exactly the benefit of auto layout. It's not one fixed spacing rule for the entire document, but highly customizable. Sometimes you'll notice a pink spacing indicator. That reflects the value shown on the right-hand side. You can drag things directly in the document, or if you're more advanced, adjust the values manually. The same applies to spacing at the top and bottom. You can customize it as you like. For example, you can move entire sections that are already grouped together. You can also adjust text. Let's remove awards. And now languages automatically moves up. The same works for experience and larger sections. If you edit text, the rest shifts accordingly, without overlaps or weird gaps. Of course, you can also remove or add work experience entries. Move things up and down wherever nothing breaks. You have probably already noticed that certain sections can be added and document automatically expands. No need to open a second page. You can simply extend the document by 1 or 2 jobs. I just wouldn't make it longer than that. It starts looking odd. Width is fixed. This is US letter format. In this case, the template is designed with HR software in mind so that the ATS can review it properly. I guarantee you it gets through. And that's it. I'll link my Figma playlist on top for my resume design tutorials. Let me know in the comments how you like working with Figma and whatever questions you have. I'd love to hear from you. Fingers crossed for your applications. I wish you a lot of fun creating your resumes in Figma and best of luck with your applications.